First tonight on our news at 7:30, the 2025 New Year's Day Junkanoo Parade results are out. We will tell you who walked away as this year's champions and bring you all the highlights from the parade straight ahead. Plus, it was a night to remember in West Grand Bahama as the Superstar Rockers claimed victory during the Pine Yard Rush Junkanoo Parade. We have got all the action straight ahead. Also, new details emerge as the Commissioner of Police addresses questions about former CID Chief Michael Johnson, and later, a tragic start to 2025. As a Dominican man loses his life in a fatal accident on University Boulevard in the capital. Welcome to our news. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Natalia Hall. Thanks for spending your New Year's Day holiday with us. Well, the 2025 New Year's Day Junkanoo Parade is over and the unofficial results are in. So who took home the top spots? Our Sasha Lightborn has the answer in this report.
The Shell Saxon Superstars picking up where they left off on Bay Street at the 2024 Boxing Day Junkanoo Parade. They were declared the unofficial winners of the 2025 New Year's Day Parade, making them a 4-straight champion. It's the first time it's ever happened in Junkanoo history. The A group edged out the second-place Roots and third-place world-famous Valley Boys. Chairman of the parade's management team, Anton Mortimer, gave the breakdown.
In third position, with a score of 87.18, the Valley Boys. In second position, with a score of 87.74, Roots. And the winner of the 2025 New Year's Day overall parade results, with a score of 89.50, Saxons.
Saxons won Best Music, Best Choreographed Dancers, Best Performance, Best Lead Costume, and Best Free Dance. In the B division, Colors took the crown, winning Best Shirley Street Rush, Best Performance, Best Choreographed Dancers, and Best Free Dance.
In third position, with 1 penalty point, leaving a total score of 75.83 points, the Immortals. In second position, with 2 penalty points, leaving a total score of 79.78 points, Fancy Dancers. And in first position in the B division with 83.70 points, Colors.
Reporting for our news, I'm Sasha Lightborn.
Well, the results are in, and the 2025 New Year's Day Junkanoo Parade has crowned its champion. The Bay Street Parade kept us all on our feet, but only one group could take home the top honors. Our Delvardo Emmanuel has the full story from this morning's memorable performances. That included 2 factions of the Valley Boys rushing down Bay.
After a night of unforgettable performances and non-stop energy on Bay Street, the winners have already been announced. The competition was tight and the groups did not disappoint an eager crowd. The Prodigal Sons took us on a nature walk with their theme, In the Bush. Roots scored a touchdown with their high energy. America's game, welcome to the NFL. Not to be outdone, the world-famous Valley Boys came back to Bay with a spiritual touch with Bible stories. And the crowd loved every minute of their performance.
They were nice, energetic, the music was nice. I think they went by pretty fast, but
they did much better than they did on Boxing Day.
Then came one family with a powerful message through Black history. The music makers turned the spotlight to nature with Beautiful Wings. Coming back to Bay to defend their crown were the defending 2024 New Year's and Boxing Day champions, the Saxon Superstars, with their theme, Our Triumphant Journey. Bringing up the rear once again with a point to prove was the Way Forward Valley Boys, who unlocked our childhood with their take on Saturday morning's cartoons. Reporting for our news, I'm Delvardo Emmanuel.
And the capital of Grand Bahama, West End, came alive at 3 a.m. with the vibrant sounds and colorful sights of the highly anticipated People's Pine Yard Rush Junkanoo Parade. Groups like the Swingers, Classic Dancers, Superstar Rockers, New Generation, and the West End Conquerors delivered breathtaking performances, lighting up the streets with their costumes and electrifying music. However, at the end of the competition, there could only be one winner, the Superstar Rockers, who claimed the top spot. The event draw an impressive crowd with residents from East End, Freeport, and West End gathering to cheer on their favorite groups. Even tourists joined in the celebration.
Years ago, me and my wife would always come to the Junkanoo for about 5 or 6 years, so we wanted to bring the kids. We got here and they moved it. But we rode all the way up here to the west end, and what'd you say?
It's a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
I haven't been back in 10 years, and this is an amazing time, and I'm happy to be here.
I came to visit my family here for the new year, and I'm enjoying the Junkanoo. It's a pleasure to be back home to enjoy this moment.
Member of Parliament for West End and Bimini, Kingsley Smith, officially opening the parade, while public events planner of the Grand Bahama Junkanoo Corporation, David Storr, says he's happy with the turnouts.
History would have told us in 1971, the Senator Austin Grant Sr. and Oscar Porter would have brought Junkanoo to the Grand Bahama West End for the first time. And so tonight, we continue that tradition that we're so used to.
Grand Bahama, you have shown us and you have proven to us that you do believe in West End coming back with Junkanoo like it was in the past. It's a turnout. We have all the groups are here, ready.
Well, on the sidelines of the parade here in the capital, outgoing Police Commissioner Clayton Fernando revealed that former Chief Superintendent Michael Johnson and an attorney were briefly arrested and questioned over leaked audio recordings. Fernando confirmed to reporters during the New Year's Day Junkanoo parade that the arrest occurred 2 to 3 weeks ago. He said both men have been released pending investigation.
The chief investigator and his team did an excellent job. Excellent job. I know the public was hounding the police, but we do diligence. That's what we did. And it was a thorough, it was a complex as we probe into the investigation. It's not just the voice note. It goes beyond just the voice note.
On Tuesday, a police report disclosed Johnson's resignation from the police as the Department of Public Prosecutions continued to review the case. The report also revealed that other police officers were implicated as a result of the corruption investigation. Fernando was tight-lipped, but did say 4 of 5 other officers could be in legal hot water.
The investigators took their time, and that's how we got to where we are today. We want to throw the net at the end of the day, not only looking at one individual, but as we probe during the investigation, we find that a number of other officers were implicated in the matter. So that's where we are.
And police are investigating the first traffic fatality for the year after a 2-car collision left a Dominican man dead. The accident occurred shortly after 5 a.m. on University Boulevard. Police say it involved a black Toyota Passo and a blue Honda Fit that slammed into each other. A man and a woman who were in the Passo were seriously injured and taken to hospital, while the Dominican man driving the Fit died while being taken to hospital in an ambulance. Well, we have much more to get to tonight, but for now, it's time for your first look at temperatures. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is standing by in the Weather Center. Greg.
Yeah, thanks, Italia, and a happy New Year's Day, everybody. What a way to start off the New Year's. Nice conditions outside. We have a weak frontal boundary pushing through the capital. We'll show that in our satellite picture. But our temperatures right now are in the mid-70s under partly cloudy skies. The winds out of the north-northwest at 8 miles per hour. Feels like temperature is at 74 degrees. Temperatures right now at 71 in Freeport, 74 over in Marsh Harbor, Abaco. We pick up 73, Alistown, Bimini. 75s all in Nicholstown, Andros, Great Harbour Key, Governor's Harbour here in the capital, Central Bahamas, 72, Kemps Bay. 74 is Arthurstown, Cat Island, Georgetown, the Exumas, 73 in Coburn Townsend, Salvador, Deadman's Key, 75. And into the southeast Bahamas, 77, Duncantown, Ragged Island, Providence and Chalice, Turks and Caicos Islands. We pick up 74 in Colonel Hill, Cricket Island, Delectable Bay, and Abrams Bay, 75s. Matthew Town, Inagua, you guys are 76 at this hour. Satellite radar composite, we have that weak frontal boundary just to the north of the capital. It's sliding through us. We're seeing a couple of spotty showers, mainly to the west of Andros and just to the north of us, but most of the activity will be waning as this front weakens and pushes into the central Bahamas. High pressure is going to build in briefly behind that, but we do expect another front by the weekend. That's your first look at weather. Stick with us. A look at your extended forecast is still to come.
Still to come on our news, the Grand Bahama Port Authority has been spreading cheer to Freeport and beyond. We speak to those on the receiving end when our news continues. Stay with us.
This holiday season, the Ministry of Energy and Transport is bringing light back to Bahamian homes. Through our partnership with Bahamas Power and Light, we're offering the Merry and Bright Holiday Reconnection Program, so you can pay as little as 10% of your outstanding balance and get reconnected. Just in time for the holidays. Pay a little, light up a lot. The Ministry of Energy and Transport is committed to making sure no family is left in the dark this season.
As we welcome 2024, we take a look back at the heartwarming initiatives by the Grand Bahama Port Authority that made this holiday season unforgettable. In today's New Year's Day edition of City in Focus, sponsored by the GBPA, we highlight how the Port Authority has been spreading cheer to Freeport and beyond.
Every year, I really look forward to this moment and seeing your warm faces.
As we ring in the new year, the Grand Bahama Port Authority is reminding us that community spirit and love are what truly make the holiday season magical. Known for their ongoing outreach efforts, the GBPA embraced the spirit of giving this holiday season by distributing some 300 turkeys to various civic organizations across Grand Bahama. Chairman of the GBPA, Sarah St. George, shared heartfelt words on the importance of giving back.
The price of everything has gone up too, especially the price of food. And this makes it hard for struggling families to provide a decent meal for their children.
The recipients were grateful for the Port Authority's generosity.
I just thank God for the Port Authority. Not only that they give us turkey, they give us love. Love that comes from their heart of understanding each and every one of us.
We want the Port Authority to know, and Ms. Sarah St. George to know, that we do not take you for granted. We appreciate all that you do for us.
President of Reach Out Youth Ministries, Dudley Said, also thanking the Port Authority for their efforts in the community.
The Port Authority has always been here for Grand Bahama.
But the giving did not stop there. In partnership with Reach Out Youth Ministries, the GBPA brought Christmas magic to Wellington Heights in the Hawksbill community. Residents received an abundance of gifts, from grocery packages and Amazon gifts to toys for the little ones and presents for the adults. Over 2,000 people benefited from this heartfelt effort. President of the GBPA, Ian Roll, shares how the give back extended beyond Grand Bahama.
The joy is now spread over 5 islands in the Bahamas. We have Abaco also receiving toys, New Providence receiving toys, Eleuthera receiving toys, and Exuma receiving toys as well. So this is a huge initiative, and hopefully we'll do this again for the future years to come.
Coming up in sports, an update from the Fiesta Bowl, and we explore the through line between a tennis star and a quarterback that we never knew existed.
I love my EV. I am Generation E.
I am Generation E. I am Generation E.
And I am Generation E.
Welcome to Our Sports, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. That's John Martinut. Let's do show. The Verbo Fiesta Bowl was not only the first ever college football playoff quarterfinal, but was also a matchup between the two teams with unblemished Fiesta Bowl records: Prince Strawn's Boise State Broncos and the Penn State Nittany Lions. In the end, Penn State remained undefeated with a 31-14 win over the Broncos. Strawn finished with 4 catches for 40 yards, averaging 10 yards per reception. His longest catch was a 13-yard gain in the fourth quarter. With 30 seconds left in the third, Strawn caught a touchdown pass, which was called back due to an illegal use of the hands penalty. At that point, the Lions' lead would have been cut to 3, but the Broncos ended up throwing an interception just 2 plays later. Strawn finished his sophomore campaign with 25 receptions for 304 yards, both career highs.
2024 ended with a busy day in college basketball. Baylor Bears guard VJ Edgecombe scored 19 points in the Big 12 opener to defeat Utah 81-56. Dayton Aubrey's Utah State Aggies moved to 13-1 this season, defeating Nevada 69-64. Romad Dean scored 8 points in the Rams' 88-63 loss to St. Louis, and Donnie Freeman scored 7 points as the Syracuse Orange fell to Wake Forest 81-71.
Tennis legend Mark Knowles said that despite the difference in their signature sports, he and his son Graham share a few similarities that can help him along his journey. Following an accolade-filled high school career at quarterback, Graham recently completed his true freshman season with the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Georgia Tech lost 35-27 to Vanderbilt in the Birmingham Bowl and finished 7-6 on the season. Mark, a former number 1 in doubles, said the lessons he learned on the tennis court can translate to Graham's journey at quarterback.
Graham, my oldest, being a quarterback, I think it's very similar to being a tennis player because although you're part of a team, as most people know, if you're the quarterback, you're pretty much an individual because it all runs through you, right? It's always the quarterback's fault, right? If there's an incompletion or it's not that the wide receiver ran the wrong route, it's always going to go back to the quarterback. So, I found, and it's been an interesting journey because a lot of my parallels working with QB coaches and so forth, they're actually huge fans of tennis. And so I do think there's parallels between being a quarterback and being a tennis player because you kind of have to have that kind of singular focus and you also have that mentality like next play.
That'll do it for our sports. This is 10YS. You got any resolutions for 2025?
Yeah, to get back running and to start tennis again.
All right. I mean, I feel like you could do that in like 3 months.
Yeah, UPT.
You know the vibes. Back to the studio.
Still ahead on Our News tonight, cooler temperatures and sunny skies. Greg is back with your extended weather forecast when Our News returns. Stay with us.
Every season creates an opportunity for you to enjoy the comfort and security of your most valuable assets. Unfortunately, termites are common and very unwanted guests that never stop eating. With Struckham, you can enjoy the peace of mind as we protect your investment with our 3-year fumigation warranty. Struckham, number 1 in pest control services.
This is Our News. Welcome back. We ended 2024 on a nice note, a cold front moving through the capital early this morning, and we expect some showers and possible isolated thunderstorms, mainly to the west of Andros, but that frontal boundary will continue to sag through our area. Still seeing a couple of showers just to the west of Andros, some spotty showers to the north of Grand Bahama, but that front will continue to sag into the central Bahamas and weaken as it does so. High pressure will build behind that frontal boundary briefly, but we do expect another front by Saturday, and that's the one that's going to continue to cause our temperatures to drop. So we're looking for some very nice conditions for the balance of the week. Future forecast showing the moisture associated with that frontal boundary sagging through our area. Most of the activity will stay out in the open Atlantic. That front will move across the central Bahamas through Thursday, and then we expect that front to wash out down in the southeast Bahamas. Once again, high pressure building in behind, and here comes the other front in the Gulf of Mexico that should get into our area by the weekend. Boating forecast for all areas tonight through tomorrow. Your winds will be out of the north to northeast at 10 to 15 knots. Seas running 2 to 4 feet over the open waters. High tide is at 8:50 tonight. Your low tide takes place at 2:52 tomorrow morning. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In the extended forecast, beautiful conditions expected through Thursday and Friday with that frontal boundary washing out across the central Bahamas. Second front comes through on Saturday. Those temperatures will take a dip. We're looking for some low 70s during the daytime hours, low 60s at night, and those temperatures will continue through Sunday. And then we'll be back to near the 80-degree mark by early next week. That's a look at our weather. Make it a safe night, everybody, and have a great, happy New Year.
Thanks so much, Greg, and thank you for joining us for Our News tonight on behalf of the entire team. I'm Natalia Hall. We'll see you tomorrow night. Enjoy the rest of your New Year's evening. Hi, and thank you for watching. I'm Natalia Hall. Be sure and hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Click right over here. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to see more content from the team you already trust.